Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. Very quickly, we need to get into a little bit of housekeeping. We're sorry to announce that today's Solid Blue drive-thru has been cancelled due to the weather. We'd hate for you to be out there in all that snow. We will still hold tomorrow's Solid Blue drive-thru at Jack Cain in Versailles. I almost said it. And on Wednesday, March 14th at Lexington Legends Whitaker Bank Ballpark. And Lisa, you've got information in regards to us being out next Monday.
Yeah, we're going to be out at Shakespeare & Co. So if you would like to join us, please give us a call. First of all, it's going to be on March 19th, and it's going to be at the Shakespeare & Co. in Hamburg. And you can be there live. We're going to be doing the show absolutely live, and all you have to do is, if you want to be a part of it, is RSVP by calling the number below with your name, phone number, and the number in your party. And it should be a lot of fun.
So let's just tell everyone 859-447-8230. Come out, have a bite to eat. We'll see you there, of course.
Been packed
Lots of fun.
lately.
It has.
So make sure you call now. It's been a blast.
Ready for the funniest thing? We had a studio tour guide here just recently with I can't remember the exact name of the company. It was the Senior Citizens Group from Georgetown. And I said, why don't you come out and watch us out at Shakespeare & Co.? And they said, we'd love to. Well, they phoned me. They said, we're bringing 50 people. I said, you'll have to cut that number down. It's too many.
Yeah, because they only allow 25, right?
We have a set amount of people. So, of course, there's still room for people to come out and enjoy. How
It'll
are
be
we
fun.
all?
Oh, great. It's Monday. Snow. Oh, my gosh.
I know. It's great.
Lots of snow.
Let's bring up some snow pictures that we asked everyone to send in. What do we got first, Sam? This is outside my office window this morning at 7:30 this morning. Isn't that pretty?
Down.
That was from one of our really fabulous viewers, Troy Thompson, that sent them in. There's another one that he sent in. Just
The old TT photo.
yeah, TT.
There it is.
This, I just think I have the best view in my office.
You
Look
really
at
do,
that.
and you have the horses, and they're not in the
Yeah,
background.
no,
in
they're
this,
not
but
in the
you have those-
background there.
Yeah, they're
What
so
else?
pretty.
I've noticed in the bottom corner they just have Troy.
Yeah,
I think they meant to say something else, but they put my real name in there. Mandy Williams from 106.3. This is outside her house as well. I'm sure most people were waking up this morning. She look at this. This is also from Mandy. Absolutely gorgeous.
Very pretty.
Looks like she needs to get out there and get rid of all that snow on her furniture. What else have we got, Sam? We got another picture.
Oh, that was my drive-in.
Oh, is that Lisa High's picture?
Yeah, that was my
why did
drive
we put
coming
that
in.
up there for? I don't want to see where you live. Is this you? Oh, no, that's John
No.
Parker. Oh, John Parker sent that in to us. I'd like to know where he lives. He's got big fancy houses around him. He must have a bit of money.
It's wild how well
And
they
Gail
got
Chapman,
the
that's
snow
cute.
off the roads.
Yeah, it is.
With the dump that we got, the fact that they were able to clear the road so well, I love it.
It's amazing.
Way
Yeah.
to go, Lex.
Got
Yeah.
8 inches. 8 inches, right?
Yeah, 8 inches.
8 inches just in what? I went to bed last night at about 11:30 and it started to. It was really starting.
Yeah.
I closed the blinds in my bedroom and I thought, gee, that seems a little light outside. and the snow always reflects the light a lot more. And then I sat on the balcony probably for another half hour. Just, well, I shouldn't
gorgeous.
say, when I say sit, I don't have furniture on my balcony because I live in an apartment building, so I actually sat on the cement just watching the snow.
Did you really?
In my bathrobe, yep. I love it. You know, I'm a snow bunny.
You are.
Absolutely love
You
it.
are.
Hey, you've been in business. You have been employed many times and they've got rid of you.
Troy.
I want to show you this. New stats show that 7 out of 10 employers check candidates' social media before hiring. And what you've posted in the past can come back and bite you on the backside, people. Whether it's a Facebook post that shares just a little too much or a risque Instagram pic from 5 years ago, it's bound to affect your job prospects. Some people have even gotten busted for posting on social media during working hours. To avoid this and more, we're going to show you some things you should be doing. But first of all, being an employer.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's stalking.
No, you just kind of check people out, you know.
Yeah, see.
And I think you get a little kind of a little idea of what maybe they're into.
Yeah.
And it does definitely give you a different shadow that you couldn't see in the past. You know, usually you'd ask somebody questions, you might ask references, give them a call.
Yeah.
But you know, when you see them doing a keg stand and you're like, I don't know if this is the person for my office. So,
Okay,
you
gotcha.
know.
But then should we judge them from being outside of work hours?
You know, I mean, it's it's social media. So I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
we have every right. The employer has every right to check that out and see. I
Okay.
mean, I do kind of want to know. If I was working with someone, I would want to know.
Hey, look, I
what
even
they're-
do it. I have to be honest with you. We do it. Well, I don't know whether I'll say me. I do it when I know a guest is coming on.
Yeah.
I'll quickly scan their Facebook page, and I do that because I want to know what I'm about to talk about, even though they send us questions. I'd still like to do a little bit of research very quickly.
Right.
I know I scanned yours when you were going to start here.
And you still let me on.
I don't know how that happened.
Wow.
Well, it was very non-eventful, so I thought she's not going to be much trouble. Do you know what I mean? But here's another thing also, before we get to the full screens, to think about this as well. What's different from doing that? Because people do it when you're about to go on a blind date.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
definitely.
Or if
Oh,
someone says, hey, I've got this guy or gal I want you to meet, the first thing you do in that
sure.
conversation is you go into social media.
You're like, let me
Agree?
see.
It
is,
Let me
it
see a
is.
picture. Let me
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree?
Oh yeah.
All right, so these are some tips that you should do before you actually start going on for job interviews. Now, set them to private. I actually have a private Facebook page. In fact, it's not even my full name. So, and I do that because I still want my private life to be private. And as I was saying, 7 in 10 potential employers are now using social media to check you out. So, maybe change your name or set the actual page to private. What's the next one up here, Sam? Can highlight drop in productivity? This is interesting. So if all of a sudden that I'm watching you from work, Lisa High,
Yes.
and all of a sudden I see you posting on Facebook when you should be putting something on the web for us,
Yes.
I think, right, well, she doesn't seem to be she's not a very productive gal.
Wow.
Well, and I think
Judgy,
this is
judgy.
big. When I
This
see
is
I'll
big.
see my team throw up some stuff, and I'm like, but they're usually on like a lunch break. I've got a great team.
I
so-
still check, what, you can't eat and post at the same time?
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
That's what
They're-
he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's on the
I
break,
got you.
that's.
Hey, let's bring up the next one. Social media should be seen as a positive. What do you think about that? If it's used correctly, your boss could actually think that, let's just say you do lots of charity work or you do lots of, helping within the community. I think that could also work.
Yeah,
We got one more, I
absolutely.
think, Sam, haven't we?
Stay positive.
Let's bring up the next one. And do you need a social scrub? Now, this is interesting. This is something that there are businesses out there that can scrub your accounts. It's
like
LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Google. Everyone's using all these things now. Hire someone if you feel you're going for a big job and scrub it.
Okay, I don't get it. What does it mean to scrub it? They
They're gonna
actually
tell
go
you-
on and
They get
delete?
rid of bad
Yeah,
stuff.
they're going to tell you, hey, listen, you need to get rid of this picture, this picture,
Yeah.
this picture. you know.
Untag you
Yeah.
in last Friday night's shenanigans.
Right,
Do you know what I
right.
mean?
Right.
There could be a picture of you, like you said, doing keg stands or anything along those. I don't even
That's
know what
me.
a keg stand is. But
We
you
will,
know.
this summer it'll be. We'll
Yeah,
get
you know what I
there.
mean.
We'll get you.
Tell us
there.
what
Yeah,
you think.
all
Head
right.
over to our Midday Kentucky Facebook page. I believe we posted it up there. Also, a recent study shows that though women may seem more empathetic than men, biologically
Biology.
Thank you.
It's Monday.
Thank you. Biology isn't to blame. Researchers at the University of Cambridge tested almost 50,000 DNA samples and they found no clear link between sex and empathy. Instead, they theorized that the social differences are the main cause of those distinctions. Here's the thing, the reason why I brought this up is there's been a lot of conversation that they say that women have more empathy than men do. David, I have to be honest with you, I think you're one of the most kindest, gentle, show the most empathy towards me than anyone else.
Well, I think a big
God
thing
bless
with
him.
that is it's the social. My mom. And
Yeah.
my dad he was a tough guy.
They actually say that.
Yeah.
That's the way you were brought up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's my grandmother. They pushed a lot of love in my life. So
Okay.
I think that's important.
But they're still saying women have more empathy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think they're nurturers, right?
Yes.
So naturally, it's going to even the social status. The cues are there for them to even give the opportunity of giving more of the empathy situations.
And I think women are just more in tune with their emotions, I think, than men are.
Well, I went
And
to church yesterday and I couldn't stop crying. I felt like the Mona Lisa or something. Every time I thought I wasn't sobbing, a tear just trickled down and the sunlight caught me.
I don't know. It is deep in here, y'all. I don't
But yes,
know.
but yes, I think women are more emotional, and I think we're more in tune with our emotions, and so I think it allows us to have better empathy in situations when sizing up.
Okay.
But also because of the fact that we have the potential to be mothers, and not all women are mothers, but for those of us that are, I mean, it changes a woman too. I mean, I had no concern about babies. They kind of scared me before. Now it's like after having my own children, it's like it's opened up a whole new world to me that I never even realized existed until I had a child of my own. So I think that women are expected to have more empathy because of the fact that we are child bearers and we take care of the family. I mean,
Right.
we have to take care of things.
Isn't it funny because they were saying it's not biology. It's just the more of the way you were raised. So it's interesting that you took it down that path of it's because you're a woman that you have children that you have more empathy.
I think
even though the stats didn't show that though.
I think the biology still plays a part in it, but I do believe upbringing is important too. But I had a very strange little upbringing, I guess, as far as with my mother. She wasn't very empathetic at all, matter of fact. She didn't have that. And so for me, I can't say that I learned that from my environment because that isn't the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. David, of all days, I'm sure this is a day that most people fall into the next conversation that you want to have.
Well, a lot of things, we bring up like a snow day, but really today's topic is when is the best time to call in sick to work? The market research company attests that it created a cheat sheet on the best times to call in sick days when you're just, maybe feeling fine. According to them, Mondays and Fridays are no-goes, and it's always better to call in the morning rather than the night before. So, first of all, have you guys ever called in when, you just needed a little day to yourself?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
I mean, just some things came up, not with this job actually, but with the previous job.
Never with ABC 36.
Yeah, that
Notice
was
that
this
she
one.
just said that because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, what days has she called?
But I haven't, have I? I haven't called in.
I'm just trying to think about that now.
Troy?
But yeah, I have done that.
No, listen, 20 years I had my own businesses.
That's
this
the
is
thing.
what I used to say to people. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I said, they'd call me. The typical hairdressers had a big night on the weekend. Do you know what I mean? It starts Thursday night when they got paid.
Right.
So Friday they'd phone me. Oh, Troy, I'm so sorry, I'm not feeling well. I said, oh, I know, you sound dreadful. I said, did you dial the phone? And they'd say, yes. I said, great, I'll send the car around to pick you up. You can answer my phone all day, get into work.
Yeah.
Because I'd never believed them, and trust me, by 10:30 they were fine.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? They were in there cutting hair.
Well, and I think that's the thing. It said one of the best things to use as an excuse is a stomach ache because they're like, you're not an actress.
24-hour bag.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I just.
yeah.
But the other thing is, be careful. If you are going to call in sick, do not get on social media and start liking and posting and telling everybody about this, that, and the other. So those are just some cues. But the other thing is, don't do it during November and December.
Oh, wow.
That's when most people do call in. So if you can make it through those months, save your days, those little sick
Well,
days.
here's something else also. I think if you're always honest and upfront
Right.
with your boss or your supervisor or anyone like that, if someone said to me, one of my team members, hey, I need to have Friday off, I want to do this, or 9 times out of 10 I would have said yes, But in the hairdressing business, if you're already booked out weeks in advance and you say Friday afternoon that you want to have tomorrow off, I probably wouldn't say yes.
Right.
But if you said, hey, I'm not feeling the best, I might have tomorrow off, can you shuffle the appointments? I would have said that.
Yeah,
I would have said
yeah.
not a problem.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is that when you do throw sick days, if you just don't want to come in, just say it. Just be upfront. Because guess what? Not only do you annoy the people you're working with or the clients that you're upset with, it throws everything out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And especially, let's just, I don't know.
Especially in that business too.
Well, especially in your type of business. And look, in this business, we could be down 2 camera people.
Right.
And, the
it's-
show's
yeah,
just going to
it's a
sit
lot
like
harder.
this the whole time with no camera action. It is.
Yeah, it's true.
Agree?
We
It
have
does
to.
throw a lot of people out. Hey, everyone, up next we sit down with a local up-and-coming movie star. I don't think she's up-and-coming anymore because she made
She
it
made
big
it.
time
Yeah.
on the
She's big.
weekend. We'll be back after this short break, everyone. You're watching Midday Kentucky.